Welcome back. All of the info is at the end of the video and some tips and secrets. Welcome back, Libra. We're here to do your update for May 2022. Now, it is going to cover your general energy of what can be playing out for you, how to best deal with the circumstances. Then we're going to move into singles, couples, and twin flames. We do additional videos during the month as well as lives. If you want to come join us, click the bell. Okay, now what I'm seeing coming through for you is a lot of you at the moment might have had, I would say, easy 5 to 6 months where it has been quite grueling, you know, quite tedious, so to speak. I do feel you're coming out of it, and I do feel for the collective especially. One thing I'm noticing coming through with the oracles, the clarifiers that I'm pulling, the common situation that has been playing out, and especially what I'm seeing here for you, Libra, is that within the first 1 to 2 weeks, it may look a little bit tedious, like, you know, we've got all the balls in the air, but I kind of feel directly after it's all systems go. And I do feel that is actually going to be in quite a positive way. So although what we're moving into can be a little bit of unknown, it can feel as though, gosh, you know, really casting a critical eye on ourselves. I do feel you might have already done that back last month. But a lot of you are making major decisions, and I do feel you did a lot of shadow work. I feel as though you're looking at the things and it's like you're going to have this breakthrough. I feel you're going to have this, it's almost like lightning strikes, but it's in a positive way. Because we do have the crown chakra in reverse. I do feel you do need to keep your fluid up this month. I would say in the first 10 days, if you feel like you're ready to quit a food, change a routine, I wouldn't be surprised. And I do actually feel a lot of you are making really bold decisions about what your routine is, how you're going to be doing your life, how you're changing your diet, the way you want to show up in the world. It just feels that there's going to be this great reveal, and it's like, you know, Libra coming back into society. It just feels very different. We do have the Gemini card coming up, and what I'm seeing is, yes, in the first 10 days we do have Mercury in shadow, so there can be a lot to do with that Mercury related energy. If you were wanting to go somewhere, I feel there could be a little bit of delay. You might feel like you're running around in the first 9 to 10 days, and I feel you're really trying to quality assure things. I also feel an element of your faith. It's like something you believed is going to turn. And so, you know, being a fellow Libra myself, what you may find that you do go through is you hit a snag, but then you turn around, and it's quite, you know, it's quite liberating. It's almost like, okay, I've had the breakthrough, I've had the, you know, moment to sit with the feelings. They've come up, they've felt a bit ugly and gnarly, but at the same time, I feel you're actually quite protected. So we do have, I'm hearing Shakira, she-wolf. There's the she-wolf in the closet. And that doesn't mean to say that you're a feminine that's watching this video, but I feel it's bringing the wild, passionate, vivacious Libra that you guys really are back out again into society. And I do feel you're being very protective of yourself. But the thing is, with the cards, what's shown to me is that you do have the intellect. And the beautiful thing is, because Mercury is going to retrograde, we can utilize the skills that we learned a while ago and reapply them to the new situations that are coming up. This can be a moment where opportunities, jobs, intellectual breakthroughs, people from the past coming back. I feel this is quite positive, but on this time round, I do feel it's going to work better for you, Libra. You do have communication as the key here. Now, it can be that whatever you're doing, you're changing the style in which you are addressing it with. And the beautiful thing is, yes, you guys naturally are great communicators. You could be taking on the Gemini approach in this instance. But again, it's to do with how you show up, listening, listening so that you can actually, and I think most of you are going to be doing that. I feel if somebody is pushing you or rubbing you the wrong way, I think you'll be quite direct. But I also feel because you've been there, done that, you may actually notice that these emotions that come up in other people are about them, not about you. And I do feel because of that, it's really going to aid you. I do feel we do need to be careful of speech, but I also feel whatever you're recovering from, be it you were unwell, be it you were changing your routine or you had a stroke of bad luck, I do feel it's almost like the pieces of the puzzle are coming together and you're no longer basing something purely just on faith. There's cause and effect. So I feel you're about to make some major decisions that are going to turn the wheel in your favour. And I feel this is quite positive. I'm also hearing the term, not waiting to be protected, so to speak, actually doing what you need to do to get your ducks in a row. This can be getting your routine in order. I feel for some reason I'm seeing there's some things in your house that maybe you don't resonate with. You could be getting a lot of paperwork sorted. But there is something to do with home and restructuring. So if you find you go through a frenzy of cleaning, a frenzy of decluttering, it is because not only within yourself, but within your environment, the decluttering actually brings that harmonization to your life. It is really important to, prior to the eclipse, to try and get those situations kind of resolved, cleaned up, tidied up, so the rest of the month for you during the retrogrades can flow effectively. I do feel there can be some paperwork going on the home front. I also feel there can be a situation relating to family, love, romance, trying to find the balance between all of those things. Some of you might be, again, facing a shadow relating to the past, but I feel for a lot of you, you're going to move through it very quickly. I feel it's almost like you probably won't have as much time to dwell on things. And I do feel, again, it's with money, you're going to be casting a critical eye on, the element of money, the element of self-esteem, the element of your appearance. It can become quite edgy. So, again, I'm getting the she-wolf in the closet. I do feel as you're actually moving through it, oh God, okay, Libra. I actually heard, what have you done for me lately? And I'm noticing the red coming through, and it's a brooding kind of image. And it's going to be in the eyes. I'm noticing the beauty spot on the eye. And it's almost like I feel, I'm seeing somebody talking to you. And it's like, oh, God. It's somebody has said something to you. Or somebody is going to say, rather. This is a channeled message. And I feel your intellect of how you're going to say. It's not in what you say. It's the image of what your demeanor is. And, where you'd been in two minds before, I feel you're going to be pretty direct. This person knows well and truly, don't mess with Libra. Okay? Not to mess with Libra. Consciously, I do think you do have way too much going on in the intellect. That, again, may be because Mercury is retrograde. I feel this critical frequency. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Okay, what is Libra going to do in relation to image? Because what I'm getting is emotions can come up. You could be critiquing yourself, but I feel you're going to let it go because ultimately there's no perfect in the world. But the intellect, do be careful with your crown chakra. If you feel that you're getting foggy, I'd suggest to really rest, recover, write down a list of what you need to get done, and just try and stay in the here and now. As something crops up, I feel you're going to address it. But I do feel there's something to do with almost, like I said in the other videos, it's like you're going to have this very heavy emotion, and then after that it's going to come to a head and it's going to be wow, why was I thinking that of myself? And it can be a real breakthrough that you really need. Okay, what is this relating to? Emotions, so it can even be comparison. Yeah, inner child. It's shadow energy. It's not going to last long, especially in the element of career. If you were thinking, gee, things aren't working, why isn't it moving? Again, with this Mercury energy, some of you could have some real breakthroughs. I also feel in the area of love, you're going to want it to be a little bit more sparky, especially because a lot of the transits for you, particularly, we're getting you stuck. You want to shake it up. It's almost like you want to have a lot more energy. You want to be out and about. You want to get some work-life balance. Now we're going to go on to singles, and we're going to channel the energy for them, and then we'll move on to couples and twin flames. You've had a lot of time to think, Libra. For those of you that are single, I feel you have had a lot of time to think. You've thought about, how it could work or why it hadn't reached that. I feel there, it's almost like the side of the head where the green is, which is very much heart chakra. I kind of feel you're trying to push it to the side and you're trying to rationalize things. I think you're trying to look at the bigger picture. I do feel this is really, you feel almost spiritually robbed for some situations in previous relationships gone by. I do feel you're trying to find that innate purpose, and that can be causing some fear because you almost feel that you spiritually are being shredded back, rebirthed, and you've done that quite a bit, very similar to Scorpio, especially because we do have the North Node in Taurus at the moment. So it's the old self, moving into the new, moving into the high vibe. And it's quite, for a feminine, for instance, with the astrology, that can be quite emotionally, liberating, but at the same time, it can be nerve-wracking. And I do see for you in the area of love, you have done a lot of shadow work, but I feel you're moving through that now. And I feel you're moving into, I wouldn't say calmer waters, I'd say bolder waters. More so because I do feel you guys can handle quite a bit, but it doesn't mean to say these are going to be nasty things. Everyone collectively is going to have, hard work ahead in life, point blank zero. But separately, in the area of love, I feel you're going to be more than likely more direct, more open, but you're not going to let anything hold you back. I feel this is that slingshot effect for you. And I do feel, again, this light bulb moment. I'm noticing the lightning coming through. Some of you, if you have been having, face pain, head pain, I feel, again, it is going to pass. I do feel for some of you, you're on the precipice of making a major decision. Some of you are feeling every time you try to go somewhere, you're quite stuck and you don't know why it's not working, especially in the area of love. Again, spiritually, you're kind of seeing how some of your ideals may be relating to a previous person were different. Those of you that do get communication during Mercury retrograde, what I am seeing is there can be some very deep, meaningful conversations, but it's going to get to the crux of things. It is almost that, taking a critical eye to the situation. This could also be ultimatums. It also could be really where you feel unmotivated if something isn't sounding correct. It's almost like it won't resonate with you. I do feel the individual involved in this situation has had some foundational, I just heard crap, foundational crap going on. This may have related to family, tribe, home. Again, I also feel, definitely family and home, something really going down there. I'm going to pull a clarifier because it's coming through quite loudly. What is this in relationship? Yeah, I do feel it's already done and dusted. Whatever that situation was, it's already occurred. It can be finalised by month's end, but I also feel whatever that situation was, be it was, situation with a home, situation with children, could have been a situation with their finances. It also could have been a relative, an unwell relative. I feel they're kind of gone from being down to moving back into that Emperor energy. And I do feel it's past. I feel they're moving beyond it. I tell ya, I'm moving soon. There's a dog next door. It's always crying. He must hear me. Yeah, there was nothing they could do with the situation. So it has passed. But what I'm seeing is there could be some communication. Maybe their attitude wasn't as stable. Now, I do see you guys being really social this month, and I do see some golden opportunities. I do feel there's going to be a little bit of jealousy that comes up. They won't know what to say. It's almost like it came out of nowhere. But Libra, I don't feel it's on your side. I feel it's on your romantic interest side. Don't be surprised if from the 10th onwards you have some bold opportunities. Now, this can play out in the shape or form of expanding your horizon with your friendship groups. It also could be very social. I'm hearing the term the Emperor's Clothes, and I feel for some of you, you can be changing your wardrobe. It can be shaking it up a bit. I also feel wining and dining is possible, and sweet liaisons. Very separately, I do feel by mid-month, you could have a mini getaway, and this could be a romantic, it could be a romantic holiday. It might be a plan for something. It could be a contract that needs signing. It might be a lease and moving in together. But there seems to be something quite major here. But I do feel spiritually, on an intellectual level, you may get to the point that you actually have a breakthrough by the new moon in Gemini. I do feel towards month's end, you do need to be careful. Emotions and nerves can be high. There could be a little bit too much of a good thing, and you might be more inclined to have a sweet tooth. So just be careful with that, Libra. I feel whatever you're going to address this month, I feel you will be able to let go of something that you believed, and it could be because the information does come towards you. I'm also feeling the Judgment card in Tarot. I'm feeling something is going to be judged. I feel it's going in your favor, Libra. I do feel there is an intentional choice that whomever you are deciding to liaison with, so to speak, it's going to be a two-sided transaction here. It's not going to be a one-sided transaction. Somebody could be gifting you money. Some of you could actually get a whirlwind of money, but I do feel you may need to replace something this month. But I feel whatever it is, it might be just that you're getting rid of it because you feel it doesn't resonate with you. But I feel the emotional conversations that you do share with this individual, be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. Speak your truth. It doesn't mean to say it's so. Do you know what I mean? You could be saying to this person, hey, this is how a situation made me feel. For those of you that meet somebody new, again, I feel that intimate, almost intellectual connection that we can be having with somebody, that we can just be transparently ourselves. And I think that is a real beautiful connection to have. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable. The universe is saying it's okay to make decisions. It doesn't mean, that you can't change your mind. And they are saying that you're safe. We're going to move into couples, and we're going to see what's going on there. Okay, I'm hearing if you don't want to have children, be careful. If you're not ready for a pregnancy, be cautious. It could be other areas of life that are coming through. Some of you are still healing from that. You're kind of looking at past tense kind of hopes, dreams, aspirations, and you're looking at that in the mix. I do feel for you last month, there might have been some tower moments, and it can be where both parties in the mix here maybe didn't have as much time to spend with one another. I do feel that there were, yeah, again, I'm seeing family-related dynamics, but I feel this month it can be coming to a close. There could be a gathering that you end up having, but be really cautious around large groups around the eclipse. I do feel your health is going to start transforming, but I do feel, again, you do need to be very careful in the first 10 days. And after that, I'm feeling as though you do need to be careful with sharp objects, hot surfaces. I do feel tighten your security at home. Make sure that your doors are locked. You could be looking at moving. You could be looking at Yeah, it's kind of like you're saying to yourself, geez, you know, here we go again. There's something changing, but it's, like I said, it's very much like the scorpionic energy. It's like suddenly it's shifting things around. But I feel this is very purpose orientated. I feel whatever these things are, it's almost like you're making a decision. And these decisions, they're going to set you up for quite a long time. There's a direct reason why you're making these decisions. I also feel, again, your routine's changing. You can be quite social this month, Libra. So, you know, within your connection, I do feel you could be taking this to the next level. I do feel you do need to be careful of tension. You could feel like you're pulled in two different directions. Something, I'm going to pull clarify here. Something that you felt you'd let go of, it's going to come back around. Oh gosh, okay. A windfall of cash is coming to you. I feel there's a windfall of cash. I also feel you could be dealing with something that is relating to cash. It could be a past tense. I said it might have come through many eons ago. It might have been family legacies, something to do with that. But again, I can see a map on the table, and the map is showing me that both parties in this connection are making decisions based on the future. Whatever this is, it's going to make you happy. I don't know why I see a letter. There could be a letter that somebody is given. And this letter is from, again, maybe a family member. It could be a text message. It might be an email or an SMS. I just get this feeling, either on your side, Libra, or your love interest, there's going to be conversations that are kind of burying the hatchet. Oh, okay. I feel that there is a circumstance where you need to be careful. Like I said, I do see, in addition to the family, this addition could be a pet. You might find you do need to be careful this month of pet bites, but I do see your partner's income is going to increase. But I'm also seeing, so it's almost like your way of life now is changing, you know. So for some of you, it's going to be you're moving into the next stage of life. It could be retirement. For others of you, it could be moving into that time where you're going to decide to have a family. For others, it could be business. It feels life is changing in some way, but it's going from, you know, it's like planting a seed, but I feel it's a new chapter. It's a totally different new chapter. It's doing something very outside the box to what you're used to. Initially, you might feel a little bit emotional about it, but I feel after you're actually going to be quite positive. I feel you're actually going to see the benefits in this situation, and I do feel it's going to make you quite happy. I do feel there's some romantic moments. You might get a bit tense of the eclipse, and overall, I feel there could be major decisions made relating to love. If the relationship has been on the rocks, I do feel by mid-month the cracks can really be showing, but I do feel you'll make a decision, and I do feel if a person is deciding to leave a connection, it will be amicably decided. Okay, we're going to look at the twin flames for this. Oh, some of you might have been getting psychic attacks, headaches, migraines. I feel it's almost like you've been trying to tune out and stay balanced. I do feel again, you may tune into an event or an emotion that this person is feeling, and it can come through like lightning. It's gonna make you'll know innately that you're going to have communication. It's funny because Mercury come retrograde, there could be some breakthroughs going on. I do feel that, I don't know why I'm feeling you're moving in towards this situation. There may be contact where this person is speaking to you about something that's happened, and it's strange. It's almost like both egos will reduce down and both parties here will communicate. And it's funny because I'm looking at the Faith card. I feel through your ascension, you more than likely have had quite a bit going on. You may have presumed that they were having fun. You're trying to focus on your own balance. I feel you're going to get pulled in many directions, and you are going to be quite busy. I'm almost seeing could we call it nightingale? You could be almost like a Mother Teresa to a few people this month. You also might get a bit tense by mid-month. But I also feel with the support and the love that you're giving, I feel it's going to kind of harmonize out. But I do feel you might want to retreat back and have a little bit of peace and quiet at some point. I feel a major, major conversation here. Whatever this decision is, your life is going to look totally different. It's funny, I'm noticing the Lotus cards. Some of you are, okay, this is random. Some of you are going back to a destination that you had been to before. This could have been with you and this individual. I'm noticing the Lotus flowers. I do feel this is very healing inside of all connections. But I also feel chapters inside your family's life, siblings, mother, father, children. It's like all of them are changing, and you're sort of sitting in a very calm water. It's like everyone's moved behind you and you're coming to the forefront, and it's like, I'm not hearing an analogy of what about me is in there's victim consciousness. It's like, oh crap, what do I do now? And so it's acceptance. There's a lot of acceptance. It can be that, you know, children leave the nest. It can be that children are coming into the situation. People are moving in, there's restructuring here. Now, I feel this conversation with this romantic individual, I'm noticing the two faces. One face was kind of, you know, sort of like, oh my gosh, this is taking ages. Where's the communication at? You know, in, out, in, out. The next is, oh my gosh, it's actually here. I feel there's almost a weight that lifts off your face, and it's just, how do I explain it? They're showing me this stress reducing, but almost this epiphany of, oh crap, it's actually, there's something here, you know, there's something moving. I feel there is a lot of growth here, but I feel you may, you know, after all that has been said and done, you're wondering in your mind, are you going to be able to lower your guard? And I do feel you guys are going to have a breakthrough in a conversation piece. I feel that you know you're safe also because you're becoming more sure about yourself. And I don't feel you never haven't been. But really, with the ascension that you guys have been experiencing, it's perfectly normal to feel down in the dumps, exhausted, and just no bleeps to give. This is, they could be very protective of you as well. I do get a little bit of an apology. But the thing is, the way life will be led after this is going to look totally different. You're going to have courage. You will need to make a decision. But I do also feel there could be some information and gossip coming out. And it might hit you for a little bit of sex. But I do feel after that, it's almost like a relief. Whatever it is, it's a relief. You understand that it wasn't about you. But whatever this is, there is gossip coming through. I'll pull a clarifier. What is this in relation to? Relation? Could be a family member. Okay. What is this secret about, please? Don't want to leave you on it. Oh, okay. It's... You'll know. Okay, they're saying you'll know. It could be to do with a child. Could be to do with family. It's almost like you're going to see them in a different light. It could be, like I said, you know, something went down in their family. There could have been a change of home and location. There's information that's coming towards you. And I feel as long as you hear their side out, it's not saying that whatever was done is acceptable, but I feel it's going to give you a little bit more context. But there is a bit of a secret coming out. I love you to bits, so I will see you during the week. Come through and have a look at the twin flame updates that we have through the week, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care, Libra. Come through and join our notification hub on the website at YILDIZ Readings 5D. Never miss a notification. Do click the link directly below and it takes you straight there. Very separately, we do have free star sign subscriptions and twin flame, as well as the paid version where we dive deep, and yes, we have duo packs. The duo packs give you free meditation tracks that are hosted via the website with up-and-coming education content. For a personal booking, you can go directly below. We also have the webinars coming up, so if you don't want to miss such, visit the website. Otherwise, I'll see you live throughout the month. Please comment on the video. It shares it through the algorithm, and thank you, and I love you all so much for being part of YILDIZ Readings 5D journey.